So, you're thinking about pursuing a PhD abroad, but maybe you're worried about the huge costs or just how complicated the whole process is. Well, today we are going to break down one of the most exciting and honestly accessible options out there, Finland. Let's dive right into this step-by-step guide. I want to start with a single number. This is the one that really makes this whole conversation possible. How much does it cost for tuition to get a PhD in Finland? Just take a look. That's right. Zero. Zilch. Nada. In Finland, your doctoral education is completely tuition-free. And this isn't for a select few with a special scholarship. This is the standard policy for all doctoral students, no matter where you're from. That fact alone makes Finland one of the best places in the world to do high-level research. Okay, so how do you actually make it happen? In this explainer, we're going to walk you through the entire journey. We'll start with what makes Finland so great for a PhD. Then we'll get into the practical stuff. Your pre-application checklist, the super important step of finding a supervisor, how to build your application, and finally what funding and student life actually look like. So let's start with the big picture. I mean, besides the incredible financial perk, what is it that makes the Finnish PhD experience so special? Let's call it the call to adventure. We already covered the game-changing no tuition fees, and trust me, we'll get to the generous living cost funding later. But look at what this really tells you about the culture of research there. It's all about academic independence. From day one, the focus is on your research. You're not just another student, you're treated like a junior colleague in this really collaborative, supportive environment. And the whole system is built for success. A full-time PhD in Finland is specifically designed to be completed in 4 years. That clear timeline is a huge deal. It lets you focus completely on your work without worrying about endless delays. Okay, feeling inspired? Good. Let's get practical. Before you even think about writing a research proposal, there are a few boxes you absolutely have to tick. This is your pre-application checklist. Think of it as preparing for the quest. The very first step is just confirming your eligibility, and this is non-negotiable. Eligibility just means you meet the bare minimum qualifications for a university to even look at your application. So what are they? Well, it's actually refreshingly simple. First, you need a relevant, recognized master's degree or something equivalent. And second, since most programs are in English, you'll need to prove you're proficient in the language. If you can check those 2 boxes, you're ready for the next and maybe most important step. And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, the most critical part of this whole process: finding your supervisor. You need to think of this person as more than just a professor. They're going to be your mentor for this entire 4-year journey. This quote right here really captures the entire Finnish approach. The key part is that the responsibility is on you. This is a huge difference from a lot of other countries. You don't just send an application to a general admissions office. Nope, you have to be proactive. You have to find and secure a supervisor before you can even be accepted. So how do you actually do it? It's a pretty clear 3-step process. First, research. You gotta go deep, read papers, and find professors who are doing work that excites you. Second, connect. And this is not a copy and paste job. You need to send a professional, highly tailored email that shows you know their work and explains why your research is a great fit. And finally, the goal is to secure their official support, which is usually a signed commitment form. And I can't say this enough. You need to start this process months in advance. And here's something that really shows you that collaborative environment I was talking about. You're not just tied to one person's opinion. Most PhD candidates in Finland have at least 2 supervisors. This gives you a much broader range of expertise and a bigger support network to help you succeed. All right. Once you've got a supervisor or supervisors on board, it's time to assemble your tools. Let's move on and break down the actual documents you'll need for your formal application. Okay, here's a pretty typical checklist. You'll need the standard stuff, your CV, certified copies of your degrees, and proof of your language skills. But I want you to pay extra close attention to those last 2. A detailed research and motivation statement, we'll come back to that, and often an ethics self-assessment for your project. Now here's a really interesting detail. To make sure the evaluation is totally fair and based only on merit, some programs explicitly ask you to submit a CV without personal details like your age, your gender, or a photo. It's all about your academic and professional qualifications. Period. Pretty cool, right? Let's be absolutely clear on this. Your research plan is the heart of your application. It's everything. This is your chance to show off your academic potential, the brilliance of your ideas, and exactly how your project fits with what the university is doing. You need to pour your energy into making this document shine.
So you've submitted everything, and you get that acceptance letter. Congratulations! Now for the final part, the rewards of the quest. Let's talk about how you're going to fund your life in Finland and what you can expect.
Okay, tuition is free, but you've still got to live. So how's that funded? Well, a lot of doctoral candidates are actually treated as employees with a salary and benefits. Others get fellowships. A great example is the EDUFI fellowship, which gives you a monthly stipend of 1,900 euros. That's a serious level of support, and it's designed so you can focus completely on your research. Let's just quickly compare two of the major funding paths. The Fulbright Finland Award is an amazing option, but it's specifically for U.S. citizens and comes with some extra perks. For everyone else, the EDUFI Fellowship is a huge one. And what's so great about it is that you don't apply for it yourself. Once you're in, your university department applies on your behalf.
And look, if you don't get a full fellowship or a salaried job right away, you still have options. Your student residence permit allows you to work part-time, up to about 30 hours a week on average, which is another great way to support yourself financially. So after 4 years of hard work, what does the finish line look like? It's a two-stage process. First, your written thesis is examined by 2 experts. Once they give it the green light, you move on to the public defense, a formal tradition where you present your findings and debate them with examiners in front of an audience. It's basically the ultimate celebration of everything you've accomplished. So, there you have it, the whole journey. From a world-class education that costs nothing in tuition to a supportive research culture, all the way to that final public defense. It really just comes down to one question. Is a PhD in Finland your next great adventure?